I'd like you just to shut your eyes. Take a breath and drop into your body. And just notice, without any judgment, how your body is tonight. How it feels from the feet, the knees, the hips, the back, the spine, the shoulders, the arms, the hands, the neck, the throat, the head, the face, the mouth. Notice your physical body, exactly how it is in the here and now tonight. No judgment, just notice. And take a breath, all breathe in together, in through our nose, and a big sigh out. And notice the thoughts. Imagine they are clouds passing over your head. Maybe the first cloud is a thought about something that happened half an hour ago. Maybe the next cloud is labeled the to-do list tomorrow. Maybe the next cloud has an emotion attached to it, a feeling. Maybe the next cloud is just noticing everything about how you really are underneath that first surface level of awareness. See the thoughts as clouds and just notice them. Don't get attached to them, and just say to them along the lines, I'll deal with you later. And come back to what you know is true in the here and now, which is you're sitting or lying, you're supported, your body's supported by a chair or the floor or a sofa, and you're breathing. Anchor yourself in your body by noticing it and saying to yourself, I'm sitting, I am supported. Or notice the breath and just notice that as it comes into your body and goes out of your body. And we'll return to this practice a bit later in the session, but just notice your thoughts, even around the topic of the thinking mind. Take a big breath in and then a big sigh out. And maybe rub your hands together to bring you back into the moment. We will end up with a nice relaxation, I promise. So that was a taster of awareness. But I want to recap while you rub your face or your throat. First of all, I want to apologize that my arrival on the Zoom was a bit hectic. And the internet connection keeps popping up saying you're unstable, which I find quite amusing actually. But just bear with me, and I'm hoping I will hold out for the next half an hour. If I disappear, I apologize. Amanda will take over with breath work or whatever, and we'll recap next week, but I'm pretty hopeful we'll hang on in there. And really, there probably couldn't be a better illustration for catastrophizing, which is a very common thought pattern, than what just happened to me. So set up, all prepared at 7:30, and then things started to go a bit wrong and a bit more wrong, and things flashed and da da da. So your mind, one's mind, with any situation that is being taken out of your control, can go one way or another way, really. And this is very relevant to illness and to diagnosis and to periods of acute illness, and how that can be treated differently in your mind to the mainstay everyday running of your life. Just recapping, first week for the people that haven't been along, for each week, the first week was very much about the why the stress system is important, to know your stress system and your patterns. It's probably the most empowering thing you can learn. I've been in healthcare for 35 years, started as a physio and have specialized in the last 20 years in more holistic medicine. And I have to say, the thing that comes up time and time and time again is if you can help in any way the background picture of your life, and I mean that as in the bit that's underlying even below the diagnosis that you guys all have, if you're the patient, and obviously if you're the carer, the stress that brings to you in a different way. If you can just have the small tools and tips that keep the background aspect of your wellness in as much balance as possible, and that really means the stress system, then you are going to deal with your acute episodes better. You're going to deal with general other immunity issues better, and your mood, your spirit, and your resilience to everything you're going through will be better. And I wanted to share for people that hadn't heard my intro, this comes from a place of, I've been there and I am there. I have a chronic blood condition. I was diagnosed when I was 6 months old. I'm 3 organs down. I was 3 organs down by the time I was 40 something. I've had 3 near-death times in hospital, in ITU and stuff. I've had 30 blood transfusions to have over the years. And so I don't know what you're individually going through, and I wouldn't for a moment say I do. But I do know how it feels to be juggled between doctors, having a very rare condition, and I know how it is to have fear around symptoms when they come acutely, and when you may have had something like that before, and that has been very, very difficult for you to manage. So that is why I'm sharing, and why Amanda's asked me to share. My journey in health means that I totally believe that the health is a bigger picture. So the last week, although I have a background more in physical health initially, I now feel very strongly that to be well as we can all be individually with all our spectrum of issues, then it's not just the physical body, it's also the mental body. And next week we'll talk about the heart and the spirit of you, that I think for me has definitely at one point in my life kept me alive. So today is the mind. So that's why I wanted to start before talking, despite the catastrophizing that I was doing or not doing. That's why I wanted to start you noticing the thoughts in your heads. And I would say, just like last week, I emphasized check in on a daily basis if you can, or at some point in the week, to notice your physical patterns, because when you notice and have awareness, you have a choice to change them. So for an example, on a physical, before we go back to the mental, if I know that my left shoulder gravitates up to my left ear when I'm overtired, when I've worked too long on the computer, when I'm tense, when I'm cold, when I feel a bit like hemmed in, then if I leave it doing that for a period of time, that will become an issue, an injury, an issue. It will undermine my wellness and the ability for energy to flow. So the most important thing is for me to know where I carry my stress, which many of you identify beautifully the first week, and then check in with that throughout the day. Where is my shoulder? Maybe you've had a conversation with the doctor, maybe with someone in the family, and it is a bit stressful. And so you want to roll your shoulders back half a dozen times and reset the pattern. That's the beauty of our body. You can reset it if you have the awareness. So park the body, we'll go back to that in relaxation, and move to the mind. It is exactly the same. Thought patterns, we often have a regular 2 or 3 that are our thing. So when I shared the catastrophizing, which is the one I said that is commonly felt by a lot of people with stress, that they already jump through the hoops to an end result that won't necessarily be true. You know, my feeling that I am the worst therapist and no one will ever ask me to do a webinar again is probably untrue. But I could go there and get stuck there, and then no other thought can come in and be freeing of that. Another common negative thought is that all or nothing. Oh, it's all bad. You know, everything. I've got something, I'm feeling something. Oh my gosh, I'm going to completely go downhill into that place of severe illness again. I'm not saying that might not be true, but that very well as well may not be true. So there's a great phrase, what is, not what if. So just let yourself ponder that for 30 seconds. When do you have the what ifs? When do you lose energy with the, oh, what if this might happen? Oh, what if, oh, what if? All perfectly understandable. Can I just say here, you know, particularly in COVID, I've had a few what ifs, you know, and my husband's been in London for a few days for work. He's come back, and despite all the, you know, sanitizing, it's like, oh, what if he's brought it back with him? What if, where would I end up? Which hospital, blah, 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 blah. So we can all go there, but it is a real pattern that we want to watch, particularly when you have a chronic illness. Because if you're in the what ifs, if you're in the past or the future, i.e. what might happen or what did happen 2 years ago or a year ago or last week, then it's impossible to be in the present. And the thing about not being in the present is you can't then expand, enjoy, and actually give yourself permission to be as well as you can be in this moment, because your focus is in the past or projecting. So this is a short session tonight, and it's a massive subject. I imagine you are getting this, but if I urge you one thing, just ponder over the next week till we meet again, when you have a what if or a catastrophizing, or you get stuck in how it was or how it might be. Particularly, I'm feeling for you, the new guys that have new diagnoses. It's so tough at that beginning stage. In a way, there can be a liberation. You can be like, oh, someone's actually finally listened to me. Thank God. And there is some action behind that. So there can be a sense of relief, but there also can come the sense of what might happen, what might. See? So just play with that, please, as a notion. And I'm happy after this chat, obviously, to have any questions on that. There is a saying that some of you might have heard. There's a section of it I want to share with you. It's watch your thoughts because they become your words. Watch your words because they become your actions. Watch your actions because they become your habits. So something I think from my life that I can share quite honestly is the times when I have labeled myself with my diagnosis. I've labeled myself and said things like, oh yeah, I'm weak, or something like that, or I am XXXX. Reframing those words is very powerful. So now I would probably more likely to say, oh, I'm just going through a phase of having a bit lower energy. So it doesn't get me stuck in a label that I'm weak, because I'm not. But those labels are often inadvertently given to you along your road of your journey of your illness. And they can be from doctors, they can be from well-meaning friends, family, whatever. I go a gentle shade of yellow sometimes when I'm not so well, and I've got a group of friends that might mean the best one in the world, but they'll go, oh, you're a bit yellow at the moment, you must be sick, getting sick. And I'm standing there thinking, actually, I'm feeling okay. Yeah, I am a bit yellow. So do you see, it's another area when your thoughts are hijacked by past or other people's interpretation. Best will in the world, no malice meant. But just look how you can reframe how you describe yourself at times and how the inner dialogue is for you. because the inner dialogue is more important than the outer dialogue. If you tell yourself that you can deal with this and you've got strategies and you've got support, then you will rise to that. I promise you. I'm not saying it'll be easy, but you will. There's a strength in that. So there's a strength in looking at your thoughts and choosing them. And we know sometimes they're out of our control. But very often, I promise you, they are in your control. It's just another pattern, like the body has a pattern. The mind has a pattern. And most of our thinking patterns start when we're very young, very young. And they can be inherited, they can be acquired, but it's really good, whatever age you are, whether you're the person with the diagnosis or the carer, it makes no difference. Know your thought patterns and challenge them. That would be my strong suggestion for your wellness. There's enormous amounts of research now around the power of thought. There's so many people done so many papers on it. So know your thoughts, pull yourself up when you can, but be kind to yourself and see why you sometimes think that way, and just be gentle with yourself and say, is this true? Just checking. So that's my theory side of thoughts, and I'm really happy to answer questions obviously about that. But what I think would be really nice now is to do a breath exercise. And when we finish the breath exercise, if you're not lying or you're not super comfy, I'll give you a prompt to get even more comfy for some relaxation. So settle into your body, and it's okay if you're sitting, but make sure you're super comfy sitting. So really feel like your spine is supported, your upper legs are supported, your feet are, they might be curled up underneath you or they might be on the floor, but just get really, really comfortable and settle into your beautiful bodies. And take a breath. Make sure you're warm and cozy. And just shut your eyes and go inwards and start with this inquiring mind. And just notice for a moment as your body settles. If you have pain or ache in your body or anywhere in your system tonight, just send some out breaths, some gentle sighing out breath into that part of your body. And just give yourself permission, just tell your body it's safe, it's supported. All is well, all is well. Take a breath together, everybody, and a big sigh out. And then start to be curious where you pick the breath up in your body. Maybe it's in your nose or mouth. Maybe you find it in your throat or your upper chest. Maybe in the middle, around your ribs, or all the way down into your lower belly. No judgment. This isn't about changing the breath or judging it. It's about noticing it and being present with it. So follow the journey of the breath in your body. Be gentle with yourself. As you feel your body expand gently and then release. And as you breathe, as you settle into breath, inevitably there are going to be thoughts. Thoughts will come and thoughts will go. Remember the analogy of the clouds. If a thought wants to hijack the breath and your awareness, then just say, I'll deal with you later. Move on. It's training your mind to be present. Back to the breath. Use the breath as the anchor. Keep bringing yourself back to the breath. Sending that beautiful flow of breath through your body. And then start as you settle into an easy breath pattern. Start to bring in the word calm as you breathe in, inwardly saying the word calm on an in-breath. And on the out-breath, say the word ease. So use the words as the anchor and see if that works. Breathing in, you say calm inside your head. Breathing out, you say ease inside your head. Just following the breath. Every distraction, just bring yourself back to the breath, to where you feel it in your body, to the word calm for the in-breath, for the word ease for the out-breath. Keep drawing yourself back. The thoughts are like the monkey mind, the Chinese say. It's like the monkey jumping from tree to tree, trying to grab a branch. Thoughts will always try and grab your attention. You'll never lose that. It's where your focus is that matters. Bring your focus back to the breath, to the words calm and ease, to your body's movement, expanding and softening, to being present in the what is now, the truth of the now, that you're here, you're supported, you're safe. Your bodies can let go and let the magic of your breath travel through you, taking fresh new oxygen all the way through your body, to all the cells, from the cells to all the organs, all the vessels. Oxygen, fresh air going through your body, renewing you, helping you heal, helping inflammation calm. As you breathe out, you release into ease. So your fight and flight nervous system releases. You settle into rest and digest, into a state where healing can occur, where repair happens, where your digestive linings, your mucus linings work at their optimum. Breathe. Breathe in calm, breathe out ease. Do 2 more breaths and then stay in this relaxed state and make yourself even more comfortable. If lying down is available and you want to do that, or you might just want to stay put as you are. After the second round of breath out, let go of the breath pattern, let go of the words, let go of any focus or concentration on thought, and come back into the here and now in your body with your eyes shut. Focus now is your body. Feel the weight of your body in the chair, in the sofa, on the floor. Really feel the weight as you breathe out. Let yourself go. Let the weight go. Breathe. Feel your feet, your heels, the back of your knees, and your buttocks. Feel the back of your legs. And as you breathe out, allow the back of your legs from hips to heels to fully release into the chair, sofa, floor, however you are. Feel the base of your spine as it nestles into the support. Feel the spine as it meanders up your back like a beautiful flowing river. And from that center spine, feel out to the back of your right lung and right ribs, and left lung and left ribs. Feel the back of your body fully supported, and just let it go. Travel gently up your neck into the back of your head. And feel the weight of your head supported with a cushion or back of a chair or floor. And let the heaviness of that head, of all that monkey mind, all that thinking, let the head go. From across your shoulders, travel down your back of your right arm, right elbow, down to right forearm, right wrist, back of right hand, thumb, index, middle, ring and little finger of right arm, right hand. And let your right arm be heavy wherever it's positioned now. Travel down your left arm, back of left shoulder, elbow, back of left forearm, back of left hand, thumb, index, middle, ring, little finger left. Feel both your arms now, soft and yet heavy and relaxed away from you, or maybe in your lap. Surrender your arms, surrender your hands. Travel to the front of your face. Feel your forehead tonight. And feel your eyelids and soften them. Let your eyes travel back in your head. So there's a softness, there's a withdrawing of your senses deep inside. Relax your cheeks, your lips. Relax your jaw, right and left. Soften your tongue. Take a breath. And sigh out through gentle, soft, open lips. Travel down the front of your throat. Breathe into the front of your throat as if you're having a lovely warm drink. And your throat feels open and wide and soft. Breathe into the openness of your neck and throat now. And a big sigh out through that beautiful open channel from your head all the way down to your heart. Arrive in your heart space, in your heart area, with your heart in the middle and your left lung and your right lung either side. Feel the rhythm of your breath and even tune into your heart. Feel the movement of it in your chest cavity. This wonderful, wonderful organ that refreshes and moves our blood around our body. Just settle into your heart for a moment. Feel the strength and courage that you have, qualities of the heart. Travel down, all the way down to your belly button. And just feel the movement, the gentle movement as your belly button, maybe your belly area rises and falls. Feel a sense of ease and flow, like an unimpeded stream. The water just finding its way, meandering down the stream, all the way down to the base where we started. Right down deep inside your pelvis, to the root of your energy. Feel the connection between the root of your energy, the earth element, and the height and the crown of your head, the length of your body. And breathe into your expansiveness, into that wide open sky, as if your body was just filling up with air and breath, filling up the sky. As if you were outside together and we were doing some stretch, standing in a beautiful field, looking up at the blue sky with the clouds representing our thoughts, just gently passing by. Being very present in the experience of the now, with each other, connecting, supporting, upholding each other. So return slowly to your heart and implant in your heart for this week a mantra, a positive word that feels right for you. I am strong. I am well. I am resilient. I am supported. I am courageous. I am loved. The word that you most need. Be kind to yourself and give it to yourself in your heart. Reframing. Take a breath. And a big sigh out. Bring your hands together, but keep your eyes closed. Bring your hands together and rub the palms of your hands together, creating some lovely warmth, and put that warmth anywhere on your body, maybe around your head, maybe into your jaw or cheeks, anywhere that feels right to you. Maybe it's nice to rub your throat, some warmth in that tonight. And then have a gentle stretch, not a big stretch, just a gentle reaching out of your body. So you bring yourself back into the here and now. Take a breath, and then one by one, slowly arrive back in to the present moment.